G'day and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Mission Souls. Wow, it's been a while since I've looked at them actually. I've left them a little unloved if I was honest. Probably because I've been flat out trying to share the love elsewhere. And Mission Souls were flat out doing a lot of live gig stuff, which there was so much of it coming on I couldn't keep up. There's been a few classics come out of late which I must not miss, and I've been dragging my feet all week on this. Been looking forward to doing it this weekend. So now, I'm really looking forward to this one. It's an old classic from our friends Metallica. I can't wait to see how they get on with this. Here's a quick bit of some of the riffs. Yeah, a little bit rusty. To be honest, I'd actually never really played that or learnt that back in the day even, so I just did a quick bit of a listen to it. There's the little bit, that's actually really tricky, I noticed. You've got to get it quite syncopated, and this part of your hand's got to sit against the strings to muffle them. And it's very quite syncopated in the way it's done, with a very heavy tone, which is very hard to control. So can't wait to see all of these bits within this song. Enough waffling from me. I'm ready to rock. You're ready to rock. Let's rock. Got the belt. Yeah, and of course that's done on the bass, distorted to hell, just like Nacy's doing right there. Very nice. This whole sound, awesome. Oops, she dropped the pick. And then use the finger. That's an old trick. Just keep playing with the tip of your finger. The kangaroo's rocking. There it is. Very nicely controlled. Lovely. Awesome. The whole band. That's the other part of it, yeah. Stacey's looking rock and all in black, and her voice is doing James Hetfield well. For whom the flicking the sticks. Jeez, he's good, a good little drummer. Harmonising. When I say harmonising, there's two guitar parts. As you can see, the other one brought in together and overlaid together. Great guitar tone too for this. Very, very spot on Metallica-y. Ooh, nice whammy bar dive. Awesome. Nisha's guitar playing, spot on. And Ice on the drums there. Did you see him doing the quick little flicks on the sticks? And then he does a bum. He flicks it around in his hand. Just one other thing, just quickly with my guitar bits there. When I say whammy bar dive, okay, so you can hear it go, wow! I tend to do a lot of that. I really love the sound of whammy bar dives. Nisha's playing with what's called a floating bridge. This is a floating bridge. It sits against two screws there, for want of a better word, and it floats. It's pulled by some strings underneath, and it can be pulled with the whammy bar in there, sitting in there. Here's the whammy bar. Whammy bar sits in there, and you grab that and it pulls the strings down, all of the strings, and it dives the one string you're playing the note on. Wow! And it drops the tension and the whole tone drops. And when you hear it go, wow, wow, you're using that. Not to be confused with a whammy pedal, which is that one, which you hear a lot in Stevie Ray Vaughan's playing. Now, so the interesting thing here is Nisha is playing with a whammy bar on that guitar. That's a specific model for her, isn't it? Whereas Stacey's got a Les Paul, Gibson Les Paul with a fixed bridge that's, and all the strings are solidly fixed. The problem with these floating bridges, when you pull one string, let me show you on here. When you bend one string, it pulls the bridge down a bit and it pulls the other notes slightly out of tune. So when you do something like, see, I'm playing the other string underneath, you've got to overbend to compensate. Just trying to show you a couple of the tricks here in the background. I do go on a bit sometimes. That was fantastic. Absolutely nailed it. Nailed the whole feel of Metallica. I was really impressed. The guitar tone, the drums, you're always going to get it spot on from Ice. Just the whole thing. Stacey's voice was sitting perfectly in that right register. Of course, you're not going to be James Hetfield overnight, but just the band, Stacey's bass, that distorted right at the start, she's playing those single notes on the bass and really distorted, which is what was the original bass player in Metallica's name? They got killed on the bass. Oh, I've forgotten his name now. They use lots of amp simulation with people do within software that they're recording through the desk in, and they'll simulate the sound of a Marshall cabinet, and there's also guitar effects. I'm using some very old technology here that I used back in the day in the 90s. Roland GP8 and a GP16 here that they have different effects in them, and you'd make your sound up for a song, and then you'd change your sounds on the floor with the pedal that linked to it. Very out of date. I must update. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed my take on it. I sure as hell enjoyed that. I noticed I've got another one out at the moment. Hell, I've forgotten who it was by, but I'm going to check that out tomorrow, hopefully along with a couple of others. You take care, and until next time, you keep on rocking.